Hey there YouTube, this is the Marv Man. Had a pretty good weekend this weekend. Picked up a few new acquisitions, mostly along the Marvel Select lines. I think I'm going to start picking them up more readily. I know I do have some in my collection, but I think I'm going to start collecting those pretty much full on, especially seeing what's coming out and stuff like that, and especially since Hasbro's really lacked in getting the Marvel Legends out, which are the main part of my collection, but not all that I just collect. But anyway, moving right along, the reason why I'm here is because I was going to ask some of the people who, well, not some, all the people who do watch my videos, of course, to be somewhat involved in decision making on placing figures in my collection behind me. Mostly the Marvel Legends. I have DC Universe Classics, and I have the Marvel Universe. And I do have some superhero squads. I don't know if I'll do that or not. We'll see how this goes. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a figure and somewhat review it to the best of my abilities, and then I'm going to ask if it belongs in my collection or should replace a current figure of that same character, because I usually try to do singular, characters in this whole scape of the Marvel Legends or the universe, or what have you, what we're working with at the time. It'll probably be mostly Marvel Legends, but in certain cases I will have other ones. But what I'm going to do, and then we'll see. I ask if it belongs, up in the collection or not, and then you, the viewer, will post in a comment whether yay or nay, kind of like in a voting fashion, and what most vote says, for figure or not in there, or whatever the suggestion might be on the current video, will basically put it in the collection. So I don't know, I hope I haven't confused this off too much. Hope you get the general idea as we'll move along, and I have a figure that we're going to go ahead and check out. So anyway, okay, so here's the figure that I'm going to be doing the review / asking you viewers a question about. It is the Marvel Select Anti-Venom. I picked him up this weekend, and it got me thinking about this whole situation. We'll start off, we'll do a little review thing here with him. And you can see, the paint job wise, I'll get too close there, you see the head, very wicked looking sculpt / paint job with the bloody mouth and teeth, and the yellow eyes in there. So you got this like red streak up the side of his head, which I'm assuming it's supposed to be there. It's just totally wicked looking, and you got all that black and then the white on there, the white and shady whatever, the darkening, like the muscle fiberish looking of the symbiote, just totally sick and cool as heck. I just, it's a very nice figure, but, it's Marvel Select. They always have been really meticulous about making a cool, more statuesque figure, but lately it seems like more and more they get a little more and more posable. Kind of like the Marvel Legends kind of started off too. They had a lot of like the Toad and the Red Skull, and of course they had some good ones too, but of course the Marvel Selects, they are bigger than the Marvel Legends, but in some cases, like I think in my collection, I think it works. The Watcher, Thanos, Cloak and Dagger, and Mephisto, I think all of them guys all work pretty well, which is where we're going to begin with him. Anyway, we go moving right along here with articulation. The head, it can move up. That's about as far as it seems like he goes, and then it can go down. It can move side to side, and I think if you wanted to, I think you could spin it. I don't know if you'd want to all the way around. Then the arms, they move up and down in ball joint fashion here, and you can 360 them. Single jointed elbows and a swivel 360 wrist on those wicked looking hands. And then the waist has a 360 swivel, Now the hip joint right here, it has like a ball joint, which looks like it would be like a Marvel Legends, but it really doesn't kick out that much. There isn't that little slotted section inside there. There's like a separate swivel from the hip part to the thigh, and all that whatnot up in there. And the knee is just a single jointed knee, and then like the single jointed ankle thing, it just moves up and down. There's no swivel or anything else inside there. Yeah, so and he comes with this stand, which is pretty cool. These two pieces right here come separate. You have to snap them on the back of it right here, both right, this one here and this one here. But it's pretty cool. They do that with all their figures. I think they give them a stand, which, you know, originally Marvel Legends all had that too. So I just can't say how cool this figure really looks. And when I first took him out of the package, I did not realize it has all these little spiky things all over it, and they're all over. It's like a rose with thorns. You're sitting there grabbing it to pose, and they're actually a little sharp. They hurt a little bit, and I trying to pose them, trying to grab different places, and they're all over there. You got to watch them. They're sneaky little buggers. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I don't think I've had that much pain trying to pose a figure before. My poor little pink digits. Anyway, size comparison, I'm going to use my favorite Venom, the Sinister Six one. I've never been a big fan of the tongue on the Venom. I don't know why. I thought it was just too weird. I don't know. Anyway, I always liked that one better because he didn't have the tongue sticking out. I don't know. That's probably why I didn't get the more modern one that, was it Toy Biz? I think Toy Biz put that out. That everybody seemed to like too. And there's the black suited symbiote Spider-Man. Hope these guys cooperate with me. Up. There we go. And then I have the Spider-Man. I'm not sure what set this is from. Got so many, they're hard to keep track of anymore. There's that, and then there's the original Spider-Man Classics. I don't know if this is... was this the McFarlane one here? I'm not sure. But anyway, you see that size difference. Which spawns my question that I talked to you earlier about below, you viewers. I want you guys to tell me, does this really fit in a Marvel Legends collection? I mean, is he too big? I don't know, the symbiote grows. I'm not as familiar with the storyline with Spider-Man. I'm not really following it right now. I do like Venom. I just haven't, you know, I collect some comics, but just not Spider-Man right now. I do like all my characters represented, but would this figure here go in a whole rogue Spider-Man and his rogue gallery thing? So just go ahead and leave a vote in the comments below, and yay or nay, does it belong there? Even suggestions wise. Now my collection or whatever, my Spider-Man collection, I can find room to fit him in over here along with all the other figures. But does he belong? And that's what I'd like to hear from you viewers. So anyway, leave the comment, and thanks for watching.